Have you bought a product from WarriorPlus and it didn't work right off the bat? Have you tried to get a refund but ended up pulling your hair out instead? You're not alone, trust me. I've been there myself many times. Hi, I'm Suzanne Stoddart from Legitimate Affiliate Training, and in today's video, I'd like to share with you my journey trying to get a refund from one of these dishonest vendors. This is a case study that I put together showing you the process that I went through to finally get my money back. If you like my video, please click like and subscribe to my channel. And if you're tired of buying these crappy products that never work, click my link below for some honest-to-goodness training showing you how to make real money online. And it's all free. Oh, and don't forget to grab my free bonus. The link is below for you, and this is my free gift to you for visiting my channel today. This is an interactive checklist that'll help you detect any future shiny objects so you can save yourself a lot of wasted time and money, okay? Now stay with me to the end so I can show you how you can finally get your money back. But first, I'd like to offer my sympathy to all of you beginner affiliate marketers out there that have unfortunately bought crappy products from one of the many dishonest vendors there are out there. Most of these products are usually found on WarriorPlus or JVZoo, and my case study is from a vendor on WarriorPlus. These vendors create convincing sales pages, just like this one here. This is the product that I'm asking a refund to. And they promise people that they can make all of this money with free buyer traffic, on and on, with little to no work. This is what we refer to as a shiny object sales page. What's a shiny object, you ask? Well, I've created a video for you explaining what it is and what shiny object syndrome is. Check it out, okay? So I can show you how you can get out with your wallet intact. Click on the link you see above, and I'll leave it below for you as well. And notice how they have the audacity to show you a money-back guarantee that claims if you're not happy, they will happily refund your money. And sometimes they even say they'll double it. Or in this case, give you an extra $100 for wasting your time. All the risk is on them. Of course, these are promises that most of them never intend to keep. They are counting on the fact that the front end of the product is so cheap that most people won't be bothered asking for a refund. And for those who do ask for a refund, well, they're usually just ignored. If they do actually reply to your email, they will try to dissuade you by offering you a free upsell. Others will try to stall for as long as possible so that the refund window is closed and use that as a reason not to refund you. And believe it or not, there is one vendor who I won't name that will actually tell you that you're taking the food out of the mouths of starving children if you take a refund. It's unbelievable what they'll try to do to keep their money. These vendors know that if they give out too many refunds, not only are they losing money, but their affiliates won't be too happy either. And if the affiliates decide it's not worth promoting the vendor anymore, the vendor loses out on all that free promotion that they're getting. Also, WarriorPlus, the affiliate network that they're selling their product on, says they take repeated complaints about not adhering to refund policies very seriously. Or so they say, anyway. In this article here, in their help section, states that if a seller, also known as the vendor, if they get repeated complaints about not adhering to refund policies, they'll take the issue very seriously, and they could be prohibited from selling on WarriorPlus. To be honest, I think this is just here to satisfy the reader, because in my opinion, most of these shady sellers would have been kicked off the platform by now. But you see, WarriorPlus is making money off these vendors as well. So unfortunately, it's the customer who gets the short end of the stick. Well, the simplest answer is because they can. They get away with it all the time. It's not illegal to sell crap, and they suck in unsuspecting beginners who don't know any better. It's terrible though, because though $10 may not mean much for those of us living in North America or the UK, let's say, but in some countries, $10 might be a whole week's pay. To be honest, I don't know how these vendors sleep at night. So let's look at the compliance guidelines that WarriorPlus claims to have for vendors. I did some research on WarriorPlus and found this guideline that vendors are supposed to adhere to. So there's some basic guidelines here, but then as you scroll down, these are the strictly prohibited items that they are not to do. But as you can see, almost all of these are broken with every launch. Fake scarcity timers, they all have those. All you have to do is refresh your page and it starts over. Claims that the buyers will achieve specific results. Well, that's the claim at the top of the page saying you'll make so much money per day. Anything that looks too much like a get-rich-quick scheme. Well, isn't that all of them? Not effectively handling support requests and refunds. Well, that's the majority of them as well. Degrading customers, both directly and in public posts. Well, I've seen many of these vendors degrading customers in their own mastermind groups. Shady return policies. Refund the front end but not the OTOs. That happens quite often. So you can see most of these are broken. So what I did, just out of curiosity, I actually wrote to WarriorPlus and I said that I'm here on this page doing some research and I'm very surprised by your strictly prohibited item list. Are you aware that many of your vendors perform many of the prohibited items, yet continue to be allowed to sell on your platform? Can you tell me why this doesn't reflect well on you as an affiliate network? And this was their standard reply. We do try to keep an eye on things, however, we have to reply on reports by other vendors and users to let us know if we missed something. If you see something we've missed, please let us know. Well, that's just a standard reply they give to everyone. It's so ridiculous. Unless they've been living under a rock, they have to know what's going on. Unhappy customers are shouting it out loud all over the internet. Now, for you as a customer, they specifically say that all the products listed on WarriorPlus are sold by independent vendors. WarriorPlus is not the vendor and cannot provide support or answer questions about specific products. And that's true. They're just a place where these vendors can sell all of their products on. And they also repeat that in this article here. How do I request a refund for a product? Well, they say that WarriorPlus is not the vendor. Okay, you have to go to the vendor. And then they explain how you go about doing that. Okay, you use the support links that are given in your email or inside your product. And they go on to say to give them time to respond to you, and that if you don't have any response, that you can open a support request with WarriorPlus, but all they'll do is send a request on your behalf. And that if that doesn't work, that you need to go through PayPal. So they never force refunds. They're basically just trying to open up the channel of communication between you and the vendor. Now, I highly recommend that you always use PayPal whenever possible because they're very good at giving refunds. It's a hassle, yes, I know, but it does work most of the time. Okay, so let's take a look at my case study. This is what I went through for this refund. I bought this product to do a review on my YouTube channel, and I bought it on March 13th from WarriorPlus. So here's the email I got from WarriorPlus, and in my WarriorPlus account, you can see that I had bought it right here, March 13th. That same day, because the product wasn't working, I put in a ticket with their support desk, asking them why I wasn't getting the results that they had promised. And I'd show you the ticket, but this link is broken as well, and this is all I get. But if you watch my review video here on my channel, you can see exactly what I saw when I went inside. I'll leave the link below for you if you're interested in looking at this, okay? Now on March 17th, oh, and by the way, look at all of the trash email I got from him over that time. There's a total of 89 here in this account that I hung on to. Anyway, on March 17th, I opened up another ticket because at this point, I just decided to ask for a refund. I knew that this product was never going to be fixed, just through experience. So I submitted a refund request, and I thought, what the heck? I'm going to ask for the additional $100 that they promised me. I knew I'd never see it, but what the heck? I thought I'd ask. Now, by March 19th, I still didn't have a response, so I decided to go to his private Facebook group. This is a link that they give you to join whenever you buy one of their products. And I decided to send him a message via Messenger. And I gave him my support ticket number so he could look it up. I said the product still wasn't working and that I'd appreciate a refund. Gave him my sale ID number and hoped to hear from him. And I also found his Skype information on the affiliate JV page and sent him a message there as well. I took a screenshot to show you that I had done this on March 19th, and he never did respond to his Skype message either. Now, on the 21st of March, I noticed that there were many people complaining of everything they were experiencing from not being able to log in and getting no replies to their support tickets. Let's scroll down to March. There were many very angry people asking for refunds. But as you can see, there is nothing here right now. I took a screenshot just to show you. This was a post that he had on here on March 18th. And if you go down, you can see where I decided that maybe if I actually said something on his Facebook wall, that he would take notice. So I had written that I put in a ticket and had gotten no response. It had been 5 days. Now, he actually did respond, or someone did. I don't know if it was him personally. They wanted the support ticket number, and they'd look into it. And that's March 21st. I told him that I sent a message on Skype. He got a message in Messenger, and he actually got the support ticket that I emailed him. But of course, this was the last time I had heard from him. On March 23rd, he posted inside his wall that the Morph login issues were all resolved and that everyone could now enjoy using Morph. Well, the product still didn't work. And as you can see by this person here, he was very upset because he wasn't getting any answers to his emails. This person said he sent into support with no answer, that he's now requested a refund. And then Branson gets a little bit snippy here and says, seems like you don't have any concern or questions for help. You're just looking for a refund. Well, that's ridiculous. Obviously, he did ask for help and didn't get a response. And that's what he says here. I did open a ticket and no response came. So he asked for a refund. This is so typical of most of these vendors. Now, as I pointed out, these posts were anywhere from the 18th to the 21st, the 22nd, and the 23rd. And if you look at his wall now, there's something on the 16th. It's just regarding his sales. The 19th, again, regarding his sales. And then it jumps to April 3rd. So he has gone and removed all of the complaints and all of the unhappy customer posts from his wall. So I'm glad I took some screenshots to show you. So on the 27th, I decided to contact WarriorPlus. This is what I had sent, that the vendor was not responding to support tickets or refund requests, and asked them to contact Branson themselves. My reply the next day was again just a standard automated response that says that I have to contact the vendors for support, and they showed how to get that support number. Okay, you go to your product and there's a button for Get Support, and there's always a support button inside the product. And to send them the proof that I had done that. So really, again, all they're going to do is try to get Branson to speak to his unhappy customers. So again, no response from any support. So here we go. On March 31st, I went to PayPal and I opened up a dispute. If you go inside of PayPal, they have an article here that shows you how to go to the Resolution Center and report a problem. And then they have you fill out a form. This was mine here, and they ask you for details about the product, what was wrong with it, when it was delivered to you, how much it costs, give them all the information that you can, and then give them the proof that you have tried to deal with the vendors. So that's why I took all those screenshots and my email so that I could send everything to them. And then once everything is submitted, they send you an email saying that they've reviewed everything that I sent them and they've contacted the seller for more information. Now, in this case, the seller's name is different than Branson, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Obviously, they're working together. And when you scroll down here, it says that they're giving the vendor until April 10th to respond. So, needless to say, he did not respond. So if you take a look at my account here in PayPal, you can see that on April 10th, PayPal immediately reversed that payment and gave it back to me. And PayPal is very good for this. As long as you provide some proof that you went through the motions, they're very quick to help you out. So there you have it. You can probably see why most people don't bother getting a refund if they've gone through this process before. It's a pain, to be sure. But that's what you have to do to get a refund from these types of vendors. And of course, they know it's a pain, and that's why they do it this way. They're counting on you simply giving up. And by the way, don't assume that if you paid for any upsells that they qualify for a refund as well. Always read the fine print just in case. So thanks so much for watching my video. If you liked it, please click thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And for some real help getting your affiliate marketing business up and running and making some real money online, please click my link below for the best training you're going to find online. And it's free. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below and I'll get right back to you. So until next time, cheers!